Unlike cars, motorcycles do not have a metal armor covering them, and a majority of components of motorcycle are exposed, like the engine, exhaust, seat, fuel tank, rims, tires. Everything is visible to the eye. But in the case of cars, the engine, the suspension, the interior, the exhaust system, the electronic components of car all are hidden under the body panels. So there is a lot of modification that can be done to a car. But in the case of motorcycles, everything is visible. So it makes it very difficult to modify a motorcycle and still be legal and not come under the radar. In this video, I will tell you some legal and illegal motorcycle modifications which you can do to your motorcycles in India. The Supreme Court of India on January 2019 put forth a rule that no motor vehicle in the country can be modified or altered in such a way which makes the data about the original motorcycle different from the modified version of the motorcycle. In simple languages, you cannot play with the structural features of the motorcycle, and any changes to the motorcycle chassis or engine have also been termed illegal. So going above and beyond with your imagination and portraying it on your motorcycle can now land you in some very serious trouble. Any modification that deviates from the manufacturer's specification is not legal. Number 1. Exhaust change. The number of stairs a motorcycle gets when it guns through the traffic, making that high-pitched noise, may get you a few hair-raising experiences. But such modifications are not legal. Most affordable motorcycle exhausts which are available in the local markets are free flow. And to install them, you will have to delete the catalytic converter present in the stock exhaust system. Installing free flow exhaust also increases the noise from the exhaust. The loud noise and increase in emissions will get your motorcycle seized by the RTO. However, there are few performance enhancing exhaust systems by established manufacturers like Acropovic and Daytona, which manufacturers specially designed exhaust systems for a particular bike. These exhaust systems are legal and they are endorsed on the registration certificate. So these exhaust systems will not get you into trouble. Sadly, they don't make exhaust systems for most regular affordable motorcycles. It is to be noted that Royal Enfield exhausts are also illegal, and the cops have started cracking down on the Royal Enfield users who are using these loud exhaust systems. Number 2. Engine modification. A motorcycle has many other things than the engine, like the exhaust system, the carburetor jets, the air filter assembly, or in case the bike is fuel injected, the fuel injectors, the ECU. All these individual components are tuned according to a particular specification of engine. So many motorcycle modifiers change the displacement of the engine by boring the cylinders for extra power. Also, there are other modifications like increasing the nozzle size of the carburetor to put in extra fuel and replacing the stock air filter with a new one. Such modifications are hard to spot, but if you have changed the engine specification from what is mentioned in the RC book, you will be in big trouble. Engine modifications are not allowed at all, and the only way to make the motorcycle road legal is by taking the motorcycle to ARAI, who will analyze the motorcycle and check if it meets with the Indian standards. Number 3. Chassis modification. Cutting the chassis, welding it with extra metal, or reshaping it in any way is illegal. Many custom motorcycle manufacturers cut and weld the chassis to transform the motorcycle beyond recognition. Modifying the chassis disturbs the integrity of the motorcycle, and the RTO sees it as a dangerous vehicle which will harm you or other people on the road. Modifying chassis is a strict no. Unless you want to carry the motorcycle on a trailer, show it to some friends and come back home. This is one of the reasons I sold my personal beloved modified FZ Cafe Racer. It had chassis modification and I was unable to ride it like I wanted to. Number 4. Extra wheel. The RC book of your vehicle is a legal document, and it mentions all the information of your motorcycle. If it says two-wheeler, then make sure that you do not change it to a three-wheeler or add a sidecar for fun. Conversions to trike or getting a sidecar is prohibited by law. There are certain rules for the disabled riders who can get extra wheels for support, but that has to be approved by the RTO, and the same will be mentioned in the new RC book. Conversion of a normal motorcycle to trike is also prohibited by law and can land your vehicle in RTO for a very long time. Number 5. Alternative fuel. If it is not a college project and you are planning to ride on public roads with your newly engineered electric conversion kit, be aware, you can lose your motorcycle. There are many conversion kits available in the market that can convert your loving motorcycle to alternate fuel like CNG, LPG, or make it electric. Any authorized kits can cause explosion or fire. Such CNG, LPG, and electric conversion kits are very banned in every corner of the country. Number 6. Changing the horn. We often see two-wheeler riders fitting aftermarket horns which are very loud in comparison to what the manufacturers offer. They do not only create a nuisance but are also illegal. These loud pressure horns can easily cause a distraction to other road users and can also result in loss of hearing in some cases. Number 7. Strobe lights. Fitting of aftermarket lights which emit higher intensity beams is also not legal in India. These can temporarily blind the oncoming traffic or pedestrians, which might result in an accident. Also, the use of strobe lights is not legal. The continuous blinking of such LEDs, which are usually very bright, causes a distraction to other motorcyclists on the streets. Number 8. Low quality alloy wheels. One of the most popular modifications seen on Indian two-wheelers is the fitment of aftermarket fancy alloy wheels. Often people go for cheap quality products which are not durable and break in case of sudden braking or in case the vehicle hits a pothole. These are not only dangerous for the rider, but it can also cause injury to fellow road users. Number 9. Fancy number plates. One of the most common illegal modifications done by two-wheeler owners in India is the use of fancy number plates. According to the guidelines, there is a set parameter for the design of registration plates. Any alteration to the design is not allowed. Not only this practice is illegal, but it also prevents the easy identification of the vehicle in case of a problem. Recently, the government has passed a law for installation of only certified number plates provided by the government to ensure standardization of all vehicles. In conclusion, the Supreme Court and the Government of India came up with these rules and regulations after thorough research and suggestions. There is no denying the fact that motorcycle modification and accessories industry is growing rapidly in India. This move will surely benefit the companies and organizations which follow the specified protocol in modifying a motorcycle. Well, that is the bad news, folks. You can no longer modify your motorcycle just when you thought all your dreams were gonna come true. Well, Strobe has some good news. Now there are a lot of modifications which are not legal in India, but there are some simple and tasteful modifications which can be done to your motorcycle without coming under the radar. In the next video, I will tell you exactly these modifications. If done properly and tastefully, there will be little or no problem from cops. So watch this space for part 2 of this video on legal and illegal motorcycle modifications in India. I am not talking about those stupid modifications like you can change your color or you can add a CNG kit. I am talking about real personalized modifications that can be done legally in India.